Hey, y'all, what's up? Thank you for coming back to Will Work on Settle. I'm April, your host, and you are rocking with me. Today, we are talking about the unsexy side of finding your purpose. And that's what this channel is about. It's about me encouraging you encouraging me around getting and staying in our gifts and helping those around us to do what they need to do. And yeah, today we're talking about the unsexy side of finding your purpose. So when we talk about finding your purpose, it's always like this, it's going to be cupcakes, it's going to be rainbows, it's going to be fun, you're going to have so much fun. And I believe that you can. This right here, what I'm doing is fun for me. But there is an unsexy side of finding your purpose that is to the reason why people stay where they are. And one of the biggest things that I have written down here is that on the journey of aligning with what you want, what you like, what you're interested in, you find that there is a becoming of a new you, which is also the unbecoming of what you've been, right? You have to leave the old you behind. Or if you'd like to, in better terms, is revealing who you really are. But in any event, the you that you've been being to everyone around you, the you that has been showing up to problems, to everything, they gotta go. And that is not sexy. It's scary. It's overwhelming. For me, I like me, right? Like I enjoy me. So when I learned that there is some parts of me that can't come, um, I wasn't happy about it. And there's some parts of you that can't come. You can't bring them. They serve their purpose up to a point, up to this point, and now that is done. It's time for you to move to that next level. And unfortunately, the old you, your old way of thinking, your old way of being, um, for someone like me, hiding, right? Not being seen. I can't do that anymore. Um, Making excuses instead of coming up with solutions, seeing obstacles, right? Well, my old you used to see obstacles, and now I see the obstacles as challenges, as tests, as an invitation for me to be more. Again, to be more. But that was, again, that's part of the old me. And it doesn't feel good to have to change. So another unsexy side of finding your purpose is people around you might not understand. They may not understand what you're trying to do, who you're trying to be. They may be secretly unsupportive, uh, out loud unsupportive. Um, and that is the part of this journey that, for me, my suggestion is, okay, the rough and raw side of me is would tell you It don't matter what they think. Don't care what they think. I don't care. Um, this is your one and only life. And that's what they don't understand. You don't get another run around this track. You don't get another, this is it. The life that you have, if you don't do whatever you want to do, once you're gone, that's it. So you really don't have time to babysit other people's emotions around what you feel like you are called to do. But if you're not like me just yet, and you do feel like you owe other people an explanation as to where you want to go, what you want to do, then have a conversation. That's part of emotional management and emotional maturity and communication and communication around just who you are and what you want to be. Have those tough conversations. You probably have to, if you really care about their feelings and you're concerned, hey, ask them, do you have any questions? Like, what are your concerns? Ask them what their concerns are, right? And you may not have any answers for their concerns, but you sitting down and listening to what they feel like their concerns are is a big deal. Sometimes people just want to be heard. And for those people, maybe you do want to come to the softer side and actually sit down, have a conversation and say, hey, what are your concerns? What are your questions? What do you need to know about what I'm trying to do? But if someone is outright just poo-pooing on your entire life and telling you who you are not and telling you what you can't do and what you better not do and just all kinds of emotional and psychological abuse and sometimes physical, yeah. Um, you're gonna need a plan to you're gonna need a plan to get away from them. That's the only word I got. Get away. Find a way to get away from them. And only because your life depends on it. That's it. Your life depends on it. And unfortunately, the point to that one is that unsexy fact is that sometimes you will not have the person's support that you really wanted. Some people around you may not understand. And it's up to you whether you want to explain and and try to educate them, or whether you are more like I am, where it's just, I have a calling. I have to do what it is that I have to do, and you either with me or you not, kind of thing. And that's just how I give it up. Um, so moving on to the next one, the unsexy side. This ties into the last one. Everybody can't come. Everybody can't come. Everybody does not have your back. Everybody is not supportive. Everybody is not rooting for you. They can't just be cool, fun, enjoyable, funny, uh, been knowing them for 15 years, 20 years. Everybody can't come. It is important for you and I both to understand that our environment creates our our environment has an effect on us. The people around us matter. Are we learning from the people that are around us, right? Are we in it? Is it a collaborative environment? Whether it's with a spouse, with our children, is it a collaborative environment where we feel like we're learning, we're growing with the people that we surround ourselves with? Or are we around people who we feel like we feel stunted around? We feel small. We feel very unsupported, to the point where it's hard for us to realize our dreams because we just don't have the proper support. We have all these people around us, but there's no support. And that's just a very unsexy side. And I think this plagues a lot of people because we want people around us. And even for me, like I'm a lone wolf, right? I'm that Sigma kind of female. I revel, right? And I'll do it. I'm gonna do it whether anybody with me or not. Even me, it matters to me what my children think, right? It matters to me what my husband thinks and if they're supportive of my goals, right? It matters. It just does. And it would be devastating if they didn't. But I've come to a point where I understand that I have a calling, I have a mission, and I've installed the belief that this mission I have to do in order to help them, right? I have to get on this mission to show them that it's okay for them to also get on their mission, to get in alignment with their stuff, right? So that is how I come about it now. And if you really do care about people and you do care what they think and you want them to come with you, then you're going to have to install that kind of belief that this is not just for me, it's for them too. Even if they don't see it right now, even if they don't understand it right now, I still need to do this. And again, I always encourage prayer around tough feelings. Like if you just feel just all over the place and it feels hard day by day to go at this thing and other people you don't have a lot of support, pray around it, meditate around it, and just always try to strengthen yourself and strengthen your mindset and listen to things and watch things that encourage you to go for it. Sometimes a lot of your mentors and a lot of people that you're going to get that you know backing from is probably not going to be people that you know. Like a lot of inspiration and motivation that I get is from books, authors, YouTubers, and they always they're always like a reminder of you can do this, right? You can do it. Getting your gifts, living your gifts, and I enjoy seeing people do things that they love, and that is always inspirational for me. So I don't look at people and judge them. I look at them and I'm like, that's dope, right? Especially I see a lot of women doing exactly what I'm doing now. They have a niche. They're teaching relationships. They're teaching women's empowerment. Like they have on their platforms, and I just think it's dope. And yeah, so that unsexy, I guess to wrap it up, the unsexy side of finding your purpose is that it's not rainbows and cupcakes. You're not going to you may or may not have a lot of support in what you're trying to do. And the biggest thing about finding your purpose that is very, very unsexy is that you have to change. There's some things about you that can't go. There's some of your behaviors, some of your activities, things that you do, say, and think and are being that is just not appropriate, that will not get you to your next level. In fact, it's keeping you right where you are. And it's not comfortable, definitely not sexy. And, but how bad do you want it? That's the question I'll leave you with. How bad do you want it? And I'm complete. Thank you so much for your time. And again, I have coaching right now, and it's kind of like creative idea coach. Like if you have a plan, if you have a goal, if you're trying to get to a certain place and you just don't have clarity with your idea or your purpose, and you want to get down into your interests and just have a voice of reason and a voice of encouragement and a voice of accountability, I'm the coach for you. And the links are going to be somewhere in the description. It's going to be somewhere. I promise. I don't know right now. It's probably there right now. Thank you so much, and bye.